Alright, this is about taking long interviews, long videos, splicing them up into juicy little digestible bits that can be distributed through all channels, uploaded to Facebook, Twitter, all that. Just, 2 minutes or less, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes or less. And this is how you do it. So for instance, you could go into my YouTube account, which Will can give you the login for, but the login username is improv.will@gmail.com. Then you go over here to the right hand side, go to the Creator Studio. You're going to look in my videos. You could just put in interview if you wanted to work on some of this and you don't have anything, I haven't assigned anything to you and you want to just practice. Just put interview in. It's going to pull up all the interviews, raw footage. I have a lot of them that could be chopped up into more interesting little bits. So like this one right here is a 22-minute interview by songwriter David Glazer, and I'm going to use this one here, Dave Madden interview. I'm going to pick one of these, and with the goal of finding first of all, finding maybe some short 1-minute testimonial stuff that they're saying about strings attached. And if I can't find that, then maybe I'll just find a little section that's interesting and title that about what the artist or the person who's being interviewed is talking about. So, and make it less than 22 minutes. So this 22-minute video, for instance, could be split up into 3 or 4 or maybe even up to 10 videos, depending on how well it flows. So I'm looking over here. Let's look at this Dave Madden interview. I'm going to kind of go through that, listen through it.
All right, I'm here with
I'm
Dave
actually
Madden.
trying to find
And
a quote about strings attached. So I would look through that, or I would just try to find ways of, again, cutting up into small bits some topics. Okay, so I'm going to pause and I'll be back and see what I found. Okay. Of course, this is not working easily. It's not working like it's supposed to. Alright, well, let's just see if I can find something
it
here
was somebody I've known
that I can cut and paste.
for
This is showing you the basic idea of how you do it.
a while now. Probably, since 2007 was the first show that we did together.
Yeah,
Was that
7 or 8 years.
the Joni Mitchell show? Was that the first show?
First one was this one, The Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay.
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
So as you can see, this is kind of boring, so if I wanted to cut this up.
So Dave was highly recommended to me.
Okay, so
by
I'm going to work on this. This is Dave Madden interview, so I go up here and go to the
Sarah
editor.
Sharp. Sarah Sharp said, hey, you need to call up Dave.
I'm going to put that in here to find the video that we're working on. So here we go, right here. Alright.
Alright, I'm here with Dave Madden. And Dave is somebody I've known for a while now. Probably,
So if I want to go over here, I can click this little zoom button.
Yeah,
Was that
Now when I find something that I like, see this little split clip thing here? I can just click if I want to isolate
First
something.
one was this one, The Dark Side of the Moon.
Okay.
That was the first one.
That was the first one.
So if I want, I can grab this thing and scroll ahead, try to find something more interesting to
Very
isolate.
special evening. It's another kind of pinnacle Austin music.
So I want to get to where maybe a quote from
A
Dave.
holiday, in this case Halloween, and paired it with an album that just seems perfectly paired for Halloween.
Right.
And the idea is that we're creating an experience, something that could be an annual event that people come back to year after year, kind of like Mardi Gras, and or was it Carnival Brazil? They have here in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
Or what is it? Yeah,
Carnival.
Carnival. You've been to that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been going on for 30 years. It's this huge event. But my side of it is with Strings Attached, we bring in all these different Austin artists, and they bring their own flavor to the mix. So we're creating this experience where we present our interpretation of the Dark Side of the Moon. Your band is going to open with your original music, so you start the evening with a 6-piece, right?
by the way, you can go ahead.
Interpretation of the dark side of the moon.
Now I can kind of see here when Dave starts talking. If I look at these preview notes here, our preview pictures, and looks like I'm doing all the talking.
And the word that came up for me, and I know you're probably going to get this, but first of all, the word that comes up for me is space. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. You get
Exactly. Yeah.
space. It allows, because it's not necessarily like the music itself that is. I mean, it's cool, you know, but we take it so far away from the original. We still stick to the lyrics are there and all that.
Anyway, once I get to a place,
A one-time thing that it's different every time because the album has so much space.
Right.
And if you who's gonna
Each chord kind of happens.
right? And with that space, that seems every time we do it, it seems to happen quite well.
Yeah, that's the thing about Pink Floyd and specifically Dark Side of the Moon with the space in the music. It's almost like each chord kind of happens, and then you have like a moment to just think about that chord, and then there's another chord, and then you have kind of another moment, and it's very relaxing in that way because there's so much music.
all right.
Right? And with that space, it seems,
Let's see if I can
every time we
isolate
do
that.
it, it seems to happen quite well.
Yeah, that's
So that's pretty close to it. So I'm going to go split clip. I'm going to take out that whole
All right, I'm here with Dave Madden.
intro part.
And
I'm going to just
Dave
delete.
is somebody
And I just
I've
click on this
known
little X
for.
right here, and
the thing about Pink Floyd and specifically Dark Side of the
so
Moon.
as you can see, I'm isolating that comment, and I'm going to maybe find 30 seconds to a minute to create a little mini
space in
video.
the music. It's almost like each chord kind of happens, and then you have like a moment to just think about that chord, and then there's another chord, and then you have kind of another moment, and it's very relaxing in that way because there's so much music out there. I think that's kind of vying for your attention. Don't let the listener get bored ever. So just keep them, change it. But even in part, like the top of, just that kind of
Oh yeah, you know, just from those three notes, immediately.
and it just kind of, okay. Okay. And everybody gets kind of a chance to listen to each thing. It lands in your brain and you can process it. I think that's part of what makes it so kind of captivating and entertaining, but relaxing at the same time. It gives it that
Absolutely.
peaceful vibe to it.
Yeah, it's interesting that it came about right during the high point of rock and roll's heyday. You know,
Right.
so Led Zeppelin and the Beatles were playing very frenetic music.
Right.
And when you listen to the recordings, it's like an oral landscape. You know, people listen to this album with their eyes closed and done, drugs while they listen to it because it takes them away. And it's almost like the perfect new age relaxation music, but yet it's not.
Yeah,
New
it's
age
an album.
music.
It's an album
Yeah.
that really breathes.
Really breathes.
Kind of breathes.
Yeah, and the idea
Okay, so I'll just cut it there. The album that really breathes. So that I just picked out
of being a
a minute.
programmatic record.
Thing about Pink
Okay.
Floyd and
So all right. So I've got a little 1 minute 50-second thing, and then I'm going to maybe put something, in this case, after it, maybe a little sample of a Floyd tune. So let's find Dave Madden doing Mother. In this case, this is what I'm going to do, but you might just leave the clip like as it is, and then title it something related to that. So Will and Dave. Let's just see what he says at the top here.
thing about Pink Floyd and specifically Dark Side of the Moon with the space in the music. It's almost like each chord kind of happens, and then you have like a moment to just think about that chord, and then there's
So maybe just Will Taylor and Dave Madden talk about the dark space in Dark Side. of the moon. All right, and put maybe something about shows. So I'm going to use this little over here, put centered title, click on that, come over here, put the text in, see a show, put this maybe like up to 3 seconds, add another one.
Pink Floyd and specific.
Maybe make that like 5 or 6 seconds. Put the website in here like that. See how it looks. Awesome. And then I'm going to add my little branding thing at the end. So if I go back to this movie thing and put in branding, and then it's got this little 41-second deal, which is a little pitch for free music. So then I get this kind of idea. And I might want to put a little centered fade at the top here. Will Taylor, Dave Madden. How about that? I'm trying to make it a little less. Okay, and Will Taylor and Dave Madden. See how that looks. Take that space out. Okay. And then I can kind of preview it.
The thing about Pink Floyd and specifically Dark Side of the Moon with the space in the music, it's almost like each
now I've made my own little miniature video.
And then you have like a
so I go up here and I've made the title that is relevant to what we're talking about. Something interesting. Will Taylor, Dave Madden talk about the space in Dark Side of the Moon. Okay, now I'm going to go create video and then sit back and wait while it creates it. And then that's something that I can also download and upload to Facebook, which I'm going to show you. So here's one that I just made, a real short video. It's my favorite thing about working with Will Taylor and Strings Attached. Real nice little title there.
Probably my...
So what I can do is I can go into here. I'm sorry. Go down here where it says View All, or the Video Manager. And I can click on the right of this and just download the MP4 so that I can upload it to Facebook or anywhere else that I need it. So while that's downloading, I'm going to go ahead and preview this.
Probably my favorite
Another thing I forgot to show you
thing about working with Will
is you can actually, sometimes the audio is really low on my clips. If you ever find it's low, you can change that in the editor. Let me just show you real quick how that works. Go back to the editor, youtube.com/editor. Say if I wanted to raise the audio, I would just click on the video down here like that. Go over here to audio, and there's this little fader I can turn up. So that's how you do that. So it looks like this video has been downloaded. So I can go over here to the Strings Attached YouTube page and put it in as a native video, which is really helpful because then I can tag people in it, like David. And it's always good to kind of keep videos flowing in for people to see into the newsfeed for Strings Attached. So these little short videos are really nice content to kind of share with people. So the way I do that is just go here to where it says photo video, click that, upload that. That's going to be in my download folder, so I click that, then it starts uploading it. And this add call to action, I could probably put learn more and then have them go to the Strings Attached info page where they can get free MP3s, which is here, stringsattachedmusic.net. See it right there. You can pause the video if you want to copy it. Okay. Put that in here, URL. It's going to preview it. And, all right, and I'll say something about the video. David Glazer interview sample excerpt, something like that. Alright, and then I can go down here, add location to post, put in Will Taylor and strings attached, and go ahead and publish it. Awesome. I can come back later and tag David Glazer in that, or anybody else that might be in the video, like me. So I'll come back to that in a second. Okay, so that's how we download it. That's how we make little chunks that are interesting, that are shorter. This one's 2.5 minutes long, or almost 3 minutes. You know, I could also put in here the link to Strings on Grass, or Strings Attached. You know, the idea is I want to get people to sign up to be on our list. So, excuse me. So I might put that here. I'll put get a few free songs from Strings Attached here, and make that a link. So any kind of content that we're putting up, we want to get people to take an action, not just watch this and then go away. We want to get them captured into our system somehow. So that's why I always put a link where they're encouraged to get some free music in exchange for signing up. So that's the goal, is to get people signed up. Alright, so I've changed a little bit. Monetization should be off. This is something I could post also to Hootsuite or to our Facebook and social media channels. I've now got that in here. I've also got artist testimonial in here.
Probably my
In
favorite.
the title, so that makes it easy to pull up later. So that's how we make the little excerpts and make them interesting, and make sure we have outros and intros. So if I play this whole thing, you'll see.
Probably
I'm
my
gonna skip ahead
favorite.
to here.
Them, and that's why I always keep coming back.
So I'll just keep coming back. And for some reason it stopped. Latest shows are at stringsattached.org. Okay, I think that covers it.